character of God, to deal with the childish issues that come your way. But the problem is, every time God speaks a word over your life, there's always something that's trying to prevent it from happening. I wish somebody would help me. Samson was on his way one day, and a lion crossed the road, because when the enemy discovers, not through osmosis or divine intervention, because you got to quit putting the devil on the same level of God. He ain't on the same. He is a subordinate creature. He does not look God eye to eye. He even has to ask for permission in order to do what he does. Somebody please say, you're looking at me like I'm from another planet. Anytime you got to ask for a permission, you're not in control in the first place. Every time he discovers through manifestation that God is about to do something with you, he wants to stop it. I'm closing, I know the time. He wants to stop it. But he's up against one major issue. If he spoke a word over your life, no devil in hell can stop it. You shall preach one day. And you are going to be responsible for a whole lot of souls coming into the kingdom. You, with your lions up. You, with your cussings. You, with your doubting and impetuous self. You will be a very valuable asset in the kingdom in time. And that's why I pray for you, that you don't lose focus, and that your faith fail thee not. Because I can't let nothing happen to you, because I've already spoken a word over your life. And if something were to happen to you now, it would make my word void, and my word ain't coming back to me void. Therefore, if I spoke it, you just better remain in it, and nothing's going to take you out until it comes to pass. So now, between 3 and 6, the one who is not yet, between 3 and 6, the one who was told, go on over there with the rest of them and I'll meet you there, between 3 and 6. When the storm hit that boat, and you know you got to be careful when you go through a storm, because time, space, and storms will offset your perception. Amen. You look silly if you like, but I know what I'm talking about. Good-looking people, or somebody you think is fine at a long distance. Amen. Until you get close. You look down at 20,000 feet at a cruise ship leaving the port of Miami. It looks like a little bathtub. But that's because you're at 20,000 feet. When you get close to that thing, the perception changes. So be careful when you always holler about what you would never do. Wait till a storm hits you. And when a storm hits you between 3 and 6, you have tired and crazy, and you'll start seeing some of everything. Afraid because they thought they saw a ghost, and it was Jesus coming after them, because he spoke a word over your life. And if I spoke a word, I ain't gonna let the storm stop it. Peter got bold and said, if that's you, let me come. And the Lord says, come. And he stepped out. Before you start dogging him, just be glad he got out the boat. Some people are stuck in the boat, never move. That's another lesson, but it's the truth. Scared to move, won't do nothing. Give him some credit, but he did get out the boat. When he got out, and you know the story, what he began to look at, and what he was looking at, threw his focus off of Jesus. And he started to sing. But watch what the Lord does. He reaches down to pull him up. Not just to save a life, but the lives he would save. And then what kills me is you sitting in church doing your nails like ain't nothing going on. Does it not scare you to think about the stuff we've done? I know for a fact he had to have his hand on me. And okay, I'm gonna be 5 minutes over. I'll take the whipping. I'll take the whipping. I'll take the whipping. You need to think about the funerals you attended of people that didn't do half as much as you did. And for whatever reason, he kept you. And he had to keep you. Because when he spoke over you, he didn't let nothing happen to you. Because it's not just you that's connected. You connected to other people. And how many of you have lost focus? Because you're too busy looking at other things. You ought to be looking at the author and the finisher of your faith. When you are in a track meet, you ain't looking at nobody else's nights. Not looking at your Adidas. In this race, it's me surrounded by a great cloud of witnesses. But it's the one at the finish line who's standing there with the flag saying you can. I can't be looking at them and getting distracted over your attitude and what kind of gym shoes you have on. I got to bow my head, put my foot down, position myself to be where he told me to be. When you understand that you have to stay